conversation-wise, everything is declining. So the work for me is more than I've ever had to do because I'm got to do everything. You know, so and I didn't know, when this first started out, I didn't know I was crying all the time and then my doctor says, "Do you understand what you just did? When you took your mom on, you gave up you. Your comings, your goings. Your kids are grown. You can do whatever you want. You had to quit your job. You're depressed. It's called caregiver stress." And I didn't know that there was a such thing. But yes, caregivers, especially with Alzheimer's, is very difficult. It's a very difficult disease. Everyone can't do it. You have to be very strong and patient. And you have to put your foot down at sometimes because by them being adults, even though people say they act like children, they may do things like children, but they're adults in their mind, and they know they're an adult. So a lot of things you can't do or say to them that you would say to a child. They're not going to do that. They're grown, and they know they are. So my biggest thing was getting respite and vacation, being able to go do some things, go to big Florida, go here, go there. And Care Wisconsin is stepping in, so hopefully that's going to help. She does a few days of Catholic Charities Adult Day Center. Okay. That's helpful. So things are a little better, What we doing? Let me see. I'm just trying to see. You did. You peed. Get up. I wiped you. Put your pants up. Put your pants up. Stop. You can walk. You can walk. Come on. Come on. Pick them up. Go ahead. Go ahead and sit down. There you go. Let me give you a boost. Her appetite fluctuates. She may have a good week and then a bad week. Good week and then a bad week. 2 good days and 4 bad days, So I do have where I give it a Boost Plus as a supplement protein. I see. Give some nutrients that she may be missing. Yeah, here you go. To her, it's a big old milkshake. Go ahead. A lot of work from 7 to 7. She rises at 7. My day starts with cleaning her. A lot of linen has to be washed. I don't care how many diapers or how you will. They're going to do what they're going to do. Sometimes she rips them off and just goes. So there's a lot of housework involved. Then the meds, I give her meds, and then I have to fix her breakfast, and then get her dressed, clean her dentures, and groom her. And that's probably 9:30. We have a little time. And with the change in the weather, the season, she's sundowning a little earlier now, which means I have to prepare for that because it's getting darker faster, and the mind seems to sundown. It's what it is. But then lunch, the afternoon meds, and then sometimes I get her to take a nap because she needs it, and then dinner at exactly 5 every day. I give her dinner at the same time to keep it regiment. And then after that, she watches TV or she'll play with her dolls. She has little baby dolls over there that she talks and plays with. Little exercise, I'll have her take her walker and walk around and get the legs, ankles and stuff moving. And then snack, clean her up, bathe her, put her jammies on, time for trazodone, bedtime by 8. And that's every day, 7 days a week. Yeah.
And you've been doing this for what?
3 years now. Yeah. Yeah.
So tell me about the adult daycare.
Oh, I
how
love
long
it.
have you been?
Oh my God, I love the Catholic Charities Adult Day Center. Oh my God. There's also a video. If you go to Catholic Charities, yeah, put that in there. Go to Catholic Charities and then go to Adult Day Center, and there's a video with me and Mom.
Oh, okay. I'll check that out.
Yeah,
okay.
check that video out. It's really good. And you'll see the difference, how she's changed over the last 2 years. Because that video was probably a year and a half, maybe, that they did the video. Yeah, yeah. The Catholic Charity Adult Day Center, ADRC set me up with that. It's great. They come get her. Transit Solutions picks her up around 9:30, and they bring her back around 3.
Okay.
And I think it's the best thing.
And how many?
2 days a week.
2 days a week.
Yeah, yeah. So she'll go Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah. All doctor's appointments are on Monday. She has quite a few. We've been going back and forth to the doctor right now because she has plantar fasciitis, So we've been dealing with that, with wound care and all that. And it's just to the point now where she can walk again, because I did have to push her around in a chair, because her feet, they hurt so bad. And I can imagine when I saw what they looked like, gosh, I know that hurts, So, things like that. Just watching her weight, she's lost quite a bit of weight. And they said that's normal. You have to sometimes show her how to use her spoon, because she'll pick up her mashed potatoes and gravy with her fingers, but once you show her how to use the spoon, it'll come back to her. It's just kind of alerting her to a lot. Keep telling her this is how, because she's forgetting. She's good on the stairs. She can go up and down the stairs, which is very good. She counts them when she goes up. So when she goes up, she's up. She's not coming down. Now, when she first got to us, before her Alzheimer's really gotten to the point like it is now, she'd come downstairs with a diaper on, no bra, diaper on, some boots, wandering. I had to put alarms on the doors, on both doors, because she was wandering. If we had that real bad, she's past that stage now. Yeah, which is good. It was really dangerous. I had an incident where I took a shower and I kept the door open. You okay? Yeah, you need to cough that cold out. Here, cough it out. There you go. Yeah, okay. Okay. Spit it out. There you go. Okay. And, I took a shower, but I left the shower door open. And I'm trying to shower, but doing like this at the same time. And it didn't sound like the TV. And I said, oh. So I hurry up, put my clothes on, come downstairs. She had opened the door and let some people in. Now, these people don't know me like that. Even though I've been living over here 17 years, they don't know. And I guess she just invited them in. She went to the door and invited them in. I come in, and you got one there with a beer and the other one over there. And they're getting ready to have a little party. And I said, excuse me. And they go, hi, well, your mom let us in. I says, you don't even know my mom. Get up, get out, get your beer, get out. And my mom is trying to scream and holler at me. I've been knowing them for years. And they go, nope, get out. Yep, she'd invited company in. So then I knew, get those doors rigged.
Right.
So now we don't have that problem. Now if I leave her now, like say for instance, I have to do my laundry or something when she's laying down taking a nap or something. Because like kids do, when you're out of sight, not of mind, they get busy. And she gets busy. So, constantly you have to watch them and yeah. So it's really a lot of work mentally. And now it's physical because, you got to learn how to lift her and pull her and, yeah. And with me being at the age that I am, I'm not as agile as I was 20, 30 years ago, So and then I don't get help from the brother and sister, so the siblings, they don't help.
So the sister doesn't either? Mm-hmm. Not at all?
Mm-hmm. She just says she can't handle it. You chose to bring her here. That's her mentality, and there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, seriously, there's nothing I can. She's right. You chose to bring her here. You know. So in other words, I told her. She says, in other words, I would have put her in a home. I got my life to live, and I go, okay. Yeah, I feel like that too, but I can't do that. I won't do that.
What do you feel? Is it a sense of duty? What?
It's not. It started out as a sense of duty, but it's all love. And when I look at it, she has no one. And one day I'm going to be right where she's at. One day. I may not have Alzheimer's, but one day I'm going to be 83. God help, lets me see that. So yeah, it started out as a sense of duty, and then the duty changed when I saw she can't help herself. This is something she didn't ask for. I know how she lived prior to her getting sick like this. It's not her fault. And she has no one. And I think of the many things she's done for me and would still do for me. You know what I mean? And she's my buddy. Not only she's my mom, she's my friend. And she deserves it. Even though sometimes I want to... But she deserves the love that and the honor that she gets at her age. I mean, so no, it started out as a sense of duty. Now I just love her. And I'm going to do whatever I can in my power to see that she's well taken care of.
What about respite? So
I do. I have.
How does that? Yeah.
Okay. I met a wonderful family. Well, she's not a family. They have their own respite. They're out of Sun Prairie, and it's Ellen. And I will call her. She gave me respite. What was that? She gave me respite. She gave me a week. I met her at a organization or something, Alzheimer's something organization. And she had asked me, do I have respite? I guess the state steps in whenever I do it, and she's taken care of. So I get it now, starting with 2018, I'll get 2 weeks a year. Which I think is awesome. To spread it out however I want. I may want to take a week's vacation and go somewhere. Or a day here, a weekend here, whatever. I got that. Just last week, they realized I needed some time to myself. Mm-hmm. It was his birthday, to my fiance's birthday, and he comes and helps. He helps a whole lot here. Mm-hmm. He helps more than my mom's son. Mm-hmm. He's there. And it was his birthday, and we just wanted to some Wednesday, go dinner. Taking her to dinner is not easy. You can't go anywhere. I'm limited. She can't stand the noise at church. The clapping it's too cold in the restaurant. She doesn't want to sit still in a theater. So I'm limited with things I like to do. I can't do. So I wanted to do something, and I called Ellen, and she said, "Sure, bring her for a night." And I got a night's respite. She took her at 6 in the evening, and I picked her up 6 the next evening. And I needed it.
And she's well taken care of.
She's well taken care of. I love it. They take care of her just like I would. Now, I tried 2 years ago another respite home and brought her home. I didn't like it. It was just the atmosphere. You had too many behavioral people that had other issues running around that house, and that didn't mix. So she said her respite.
So it wasn't a memory place?
No, this one is.
Okay.
Strictly Alzheimer's, which means...
What's it called? Up in Sun Prairie, is that?
Yeah, it's the Sun Prairie one. This is a private home.
Okay.
Ellen, her name's Ellen, but it's a respite home in Sun Prairie where they set it up. They got the elevator, the fences in the house. It's beautiful. It's well set up. And the staff I like. I knew a couple of the girls that are CNAs when they were younger, because I told you I've done HR, so I've hired them before at call centers and stuff like that. So it was really family oriented, and they really take a one-on-one. It's only 3 people per night in this home, no more than that, and they're all Alzheimer's, dementia, so they deal strictly with that. She says she has other homes with other issues for people, but she doesn't mix. And I told her I took her to a home where it was mixed, and I didn't even leave her. I mean, this one guy was throwing stuff and cussing and screaming, and I'm standing there. Me and Mom was standing there with a suitcase. I said, "No, that's all right."
Right. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
But that would upset.
Yeah, that would upset her. Yeah, she's not. You see how it's quiet here. It's a very quiet lady. Same with the Catholic Charities Adult Day Center. They have a separate section, Alzheimer's memory section for their Alzheimer's patients. They have these big, beautiful recliners with the music, iPods, because music is what they love and what calms them, and they do so much for her when she's there. They do her nails, she plays with little dog, they bring animals in and horses, and so it's really great for her. And then she's around people who are her own age, even though they're the same age basically, and the same. It's good. I think Catholic Charities deserves an applaud for that adult day center. It's the only one that I know in Madison that's well grounded. I mean, they have other adult day centers here.
Right, St. Mary's has
yeah,
one,
St.
right?
Mary's, yeah. And there's a couple others.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with those, but the Catholic Charity one I think is great because it's free, and they make sure she has her rides. They have they're going to the Albrecht Gardens for Thanksgiving party. A day before Thanksgiving, and I told them, I says, well, I'll leave her home. They said, why? We got people who are in wheelchairs. Don't you leave her out of her. That's the holiday party for all of them. We want her there. We're just letting you know that we're letting out early. They'll be coming home at 2 o'clock instead of 3 o'clock because they're coming straight from Albrecht. And I says, oh, she can go there. Please, we want her there. There's people with serious more problems than her that can't say, I got to go to the bathroom. She can't say, I got to go to the bathroom. She may shuffle to get there, but she will say it. Right. Which I think is good. She'll tell me she has to go to the bathroom. I love that more than anything because she's not sitting there. You know what I mean? Yeah, when that day comes, then that's a different story. Then I'm going to reach out for more help. I'm not going to try to take on when she's at the point where she's bedridden and she can't really function. I'm going to reach out for help because it's going to be impossible for me to do alone.
So what kind of help do you think you'll reach out to? Is it going to be somebody who
somebody who will come in and be able to flip her or move her, do the things that I can't do and I'm not trained to do. Maybe wound care or something like that, because, they get wounds.
Bed sores,
bed sores and stuff like that. That kind of help, Or come sit a couple of hours with her so I can go out and get a McDonald's burger. Get out the house. Because, being a caregiver, you're confined.
So how do you manage all that? So is it the days that she goes to the adult daycare?
That I get out and move around?
Okay.
Yeah. I want them to do Tuesday so I can go to the movies on Tuesday. $5 Tuesday movie. Mm-hmm. I'll sit up in a movie and laugh by myself with a box of popcorn. I'm just saying, get out, laugh, have lunch, and come back home. And I've been gotten out and be a part of things. Now, I did try this. I tried this 3 weeks ago. I just Pick and Save. I was at Pick and Save over here on 30, and they're like, we really like your attitude. Why don't you put in for a job? And I go, well, maybe I can do this while she's at the adult day center. They hired me, right? She got the sores, which means I had to keep calling off. I had to quit because she needs to go to the doctor. I'm unpredictable, I told him. I can't. It's going to be out of my hands. It's winter coming. It's going to be times when it's going to be too bad for her to go out the house. So it's not going to work, So inclement weather, those days are going to come where I'm not going to send her to the day center just to send her out in the bad snowstorm.
You won't do that?
I won't do it. She's going to stay home, and we're going to have coffee and cocoa and watch TV. Put little blankies on her. I know how to work around her when those days come. Summer, I can drive her around. We can get out the house and move around. She used to walk, but now, like I said, with the Alzheimer's progressing, she's forgetting how to move, pick up her feet. You hear me say, pick your feet up, pick your feet up. She'll do the shuffle. You know, but she's more. The medicine she was on, you wouldn't have known her 2 weeks ago versus now. I had a doctor's appointment. I told her, doctor, she's just outrageous. She wants to fight, bite. That's not her. What is going on? She's mean. She's just evil. She's crying all day long. This is nerve-wracking for me. I mean, what more can I do for the person if they just... So we took her back to the doctor, and they changed her medicine. That's what it was. They lowered her dosages of her medicine, and she's more mellow. Look how mellow she is.
And they didn't put her on any like antidepressant or anything.
Yeah, she is. She's on
Trazodone, did you say?
Trazodone is the sleeping meds.
Okay.
But she is on some drugs that mellow. I think they were too strong.
Okay.
They lowered the dosages of it and changed one medicine to something else, and this is the results. 2 days later, I saw the difference. I called her doctor. I says, oh, my God. She said, Roz. I said, this is me. Thank you. She said, because your mother was a hot mess when I brought her in. I said, I told you guys. I left her and went in the waiting room so they can see. You know, sometimes you can tell a doctor or a person what you're seeing, but they may not. They can kind of fool you and won't do these things. Oh, she was there. She was in rare form. So I left her with the doctors. I told them I'm just going to go out front, and I went out front. And when they came and got me, they said, "Oh yeah, we got to experiment with her meds. She is all over the place. This is not the same person we treated before."
And you left her on purpose?
With the doctors? Yeah. Because she was just really cutting up, and I wanted them to see exactly everything I told them. Yeah. I wanted them to witness.
Right.
And to do that, I stepped out the room.
I have talked to several caregivers who say, well, you know, the doctor is like, well, no, this person's fine.
I wouldn't say no. They should fight that. You tell them, don't take that attitude seriously. It's because they're not going to help her or him.
Did you figure that out by yourself?
I figured it out by my... Yes.
Tell me the story.
Seriously. There were a few times last year when she was going to the doctor and they're like, oh no. And I'm like, no, no. We need to take this a little further. Well, no, I'm not coming back again. We're going to do this now. There's something not right. Mm-hmm. I mean, I need... Well, no. And they will tell you. I will say, no, I disagree. No, I am with her 24 hours, and I'm trying to tell you. You know, then they'll go get someone else. Mm-hmm. Some more doctors. Get your team. Whatever it takes. You guys going to hear me.
Yeah.
And this last time, they heard me. I says, I'm going to leave her in here with you. She wouldn't. She was just calling them stupid. She wouldn't get on the scale. She was just out. She was just outrageous. She was just fighting and pushing and I told him, I says, this is what I'm home with. You just got a little piece of it.
Yeah.
You do this 24 hours. Something's not right with her. Well, I know. So I close the door. I'll be out here when you're done. They were in there with her for about 30 minutes. When they came out,
they were convinced.
And we made some changes.
Isn't it incredible how you have to fight with the
You have to. You really have to. And I told him, I mean, you no disrespect, but you are not in my shoes. You're educated, but I'm doing this work. I know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. You guys, something is just not right. And sure enough, I left her. Those 30 minutes, the nurse was cracking up. She said, you was adamant about it. I said, girl, she ain't right. She said she was fighting when she came in. I said, thank you. And y'all don't remember her being like that. She's usually blowing kisses, want to hug people. She was just, just out there, just mean and, she was just, it wasn't right. It was her mind. And the eyes, the look in her eyes. I told him, look at her eyes. She just doesn't look right. Something's not right. And they figured it out. That team figured it out. So that what they did worked. She goes again Monday, and they're going to see a totally different Dolores. I called him right away after 2 days after they made the changes to let them know that what they did worked. And he says, we will never forget you. And I go, well, I hope I said, no, you stood your ground. You wasn't easing up or letting or yes, ma'am, and then no, this is what you guys need to figure it out. Something's not right with her. You're the staff. You're the doctors. I know something's wrong, and I'm trying to tell you something's wrong.
Where do you get that from?
I don't know.
Have you always been like this?
No. Yeah. Look, yeah, but never paid attention to it. That's why I'm a great supervisor, manager, leader. Right. But I'm open to I have open ears and heart. I'm a team player. We're a team about it. But if something's not right, I'm not going to shut down or shut up until you hear it, and say, well, let me hear what you got to say. Yeah. And let me see if this is what we can do. That's what I had to get them to do. So when they wouldn't, I says, I'll tell you what. I clapped my hands. I'm going to step out of here. It was a team then. And you team, I got a couple phone calls to make. You team, go ahead, and I'll be right out here when you're done. Close the door. And left her in there with the team. And I can hear her. I'm right out there. I can hear her giving them holy hell. And they figured it out. Yeah. And when I called 2 days later for Dr. Hansman, she called me back. And she started laughing. I says, well, she says, how's things at home on the home front? I said, thank you very much. They're much better now. Even though she has her disease, they're a little more normal now. I'm able to be back in control now because the control was gone. It was just ridiculous. The things she was doing was just smashing shit in the rug and taking her diaper off and squishing it. Just stuff that don't make sense. This is not her. She wasn't doing this before. It was they had changed her meds and they needed to change them back. And they did. And this is what we get now. Look at this. Look how long we've been sitting here. She's good, isn't she? But let that been before they changed those meds. So meds does affect them. Big time. Her regimen was too high. And they had to level it off and bring it down. And it sure makes a difference. She doesn't fight her. She had lost her appetite. That's why she had lost the weight. She didn't have an appetite with the mixture of drugs. And she said, I told her, I says, you see how much weight she's lost? I'm trying to point these things out to you guys. This is the last 3-4 months she's been to visit you. Look at her weight loss. Mm-hmm. It started with the change of meds.
And you have to point it out.
You have to point it out to them. So you tell your other, when you can, to be steadfast, to not feel bad about being steadfast. Just because we're not doctors or nurses doesn't mean we are actual forefront. It's like being them. We're their voice. Yeah. And they need to be heard. To make this job as less difficult as possible. I'm loving it now. Again, it was hard at first. I'm like, what the heck? She just then took a 360 turn. This is tough. I was tired. Well, you're tired and frustrated from the things they do. So things are different now.
What about, have you never considered a nursing home? Is that...
That's the furthest, let me be honest with you, that is the furthest from my mind right now.
Why is that?
I just believe that as long as I have the strength, the energy, and the resources around me, I can give her what that nursing home can't. Love. Now, if it comes to the point where I just can't, but I don't see that, because I'm going to reach out and find a way where I can. I've had too many family members, loved ones in nursing homes, and I just think I just don't like them. I'm sorry. They're great for some, but I just don't.
Tell me about that.
I just feel it's just so cold, so bland, so... It's not a homely feeling. This feels like home. Those places to me are not. They give me the chills. They don't feel homely to me. These people are doing the best they can with them, the workers, the staff, the employees. I applaud them. But the whole atmosphere of a nursing home, I'm just turned off. I'm turned off. I prefer to have her at home.
And you said you've had family.
I've had family. I've had aunties, mother-in-law. Even my boyfriend's mom passed in a nursing home. They are alone all the time. It's sure you could say you're going to visit them, but you don't. The average person visits them on holidays and Mother's Day. But then what about the other days? She's going to be here for Christmas and New Year's and Christmas Eve, Thanksgiving Eve, and all those holidays right here. I have no problem with that. I think I prefer to dress her and clean her and bathe her. I think if she had another form of disease, if she couldn't, something I couldn't handle, then maybe I'd think differently, because she has Alzheimer's dementia. I can take care of her. She's doable. But I've seen people who can't walk and who has, then that's a different story, you know. But as a family on hold, you know, and you got siblings, sisters and brothers, why can't one of those sisters or brothers take that family member in and the family take the time and come through that house and help take care of them? That's my world. It doesn't work like that. A lot of families don't think like that. I can't call them selfish, but they're not willing to give up their lifestyle.
Right. So you're probably the second person that I've talked to who's taking care of the person who's got Alzheimer's or dementia at home. Only the second person. So the rest of the people, they're, they have spouses or parents who passed away in a nursing facility.
Okay, no, mine's not gonna.
It's interesting because it's just so expensive. If you're,
I think when I think about the expense, pay me half of that. I'd be a great paid caregiver. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I agree.
The money that it goes into for them to be in those places, you don't really see that for them.
Are there tax credits or something in place?
I don't know.
I don't.
I'm not really sure, to be honest.
The Republicans have been kind of
on that,
liking the idea.
Yeah, they're liking it, which means.
Yes, there should be some reward for it, but
right.
I don't know if it's actually.
I'm not sure. But I am. I'm just totally turned off to the whole. My grandmother was taken care of at home. That's a picture of her right there, and she looks just like my mom did. My mom now. It's like looking in the mirror. That's my mom, my grandma right before she passed, and look at her. Are they identical?
Yeah.
But she was taken care of at home. My first cousin, and her mom, my auntie, took care of my grandma at home. They wouldn't put her in a home either.
And this was back in Chicago?
This is back in Chicago. They had their own house, but still, she didn't go in a nursing home. She died at home. They took care of her at home. My auntie took care of her in the daytime, and my cousin was a paid caregiver in the evening. You know, so my auntie had evenings off, whereas my cousin took care of her when my auntie didn't. So she stayed home.
Is this a cultural thing?
I never thought of it like that, but maybe it could be.
I don't know if you know Teresa Sanders. She was part of some of the developments around aging and elder care in
I don't think I've met her.
So back in the 90s, when she started to visit, nursing home facilities, she's like, oh, people are not happy here. Why don't we take care of older people at home? That's really the way to go.
It is. I mean, I had to, like I said, I'm in the middle of all of them. I'm very close to, we're a close-knit family, even though a lot of the moms, my aunties are gone. I'm still very close with my first cousins, and they're older than me. And they all came up here, in the summer to visit Mom. Mom's the favorite auntie. And they told him, girl, you're doing an outstanding job. I mean, Dad, you keeping yourself up, you know. And they said, well, did you know grandma and great-grandma? Well, my great-grandma passed of cancer, but she stayed home. It's just, I don't know anyone. I think one of my aunties she had a stroke, and she was in a nursing home. But her son from Michigan came and got her and took her back home. So she didn't pass away in the nurse. He did rehab, rehabilitation and all that at home. He took her home. And he's a male. But his wife, my cousins, they took care of their mom. Yeah. I'm doing the same. I mean, I have great support from my daughter. My niece. My niece is my sister's oldest daughter. She's my go-to person. She gives me a lot of respite. Sometimes she'll do weekends so I can have some rest. And I find when she does that, she said, you sleep, ain't you? I go, yeah, I'm tired. I don't realize it, but yeah, I'm very tired. It's a very tiresome, it's consuming, it drains you. It's a mental drain, too, sometimes. And I get my rest. Yeah. It's more mental than physical. You know what I mean? But once I got past the first year and a half, second year, right now is routine.
What do you do at night? I mean, does she have a separate room?
Yeah, she has her own bedroom next to mine.
But how do you make sure that she doesn't wander off?
She doesn't wander anymore. She's past that stage. But in the time when she did, I had to think of things to do. Darkness. She's not going to move around if that hallway is pitch black. If anything, she'll stand there for 10 hours, but she ain't moving. So I learned to have an ear, So when she was in her moving time, I darkened the whole house, the bathroom, everything, closed the door. It's 3 bedrooms. So I closed the doors, closed the bathroom door. And I used to have a hallway light. Well, I still do, but I wasn't turning it on. Right. I kept the house dark. Mm-hmm. And before she would fall asleep, I'd sit here and read a book or do the coloring. Yeah. Because if any sounds or any noises, she's ready to break away and move. So I'd wait till I hear snoring, and then I can move around. And she sleeps the whole night. Okay. So, yeah. And once they got her on the right trazodone, she, like I said, she'll sleep until the night. Yeah, she sleeps all night long. So I can stand on my head, and she's not going to do anything. She's not going to move around.
So at what point did you decide to leave? Because you're not working full-time anymore, right?
No.
Was that after you brought her back from Chicago?
No. When I first brought her back the first year, I had support. I had my sister. We did sit down and decide, okay, I'll do weekends because I'm working. She gets disability. She says she's not doing anything. Her health is good. I'll keep her through the week. But she was not ready for the disease. Yeah. And that's what when she told me she can't do it. You have to do what you got to do. You know, I wanted to bring her, but I can't do it anymore. That's when I had to step back and quit my job. It was either that or a nursing home, because I wasn't finding a place where I can be a paid caregiver, so, yeah. So.
And had you saved up for it? I'll let you finish.
Yeah, no, I'm done. I mean, I'll take care of these in a little bit. Pretty much I went through my savings.
Okay.
Because, and then she has to, I had to let the doctors, and I had to see a psychiatrist. When she was sitting there, and they told me she is still functionable, she should still pay bills. It's enough she has an income. Why would she keep her income? And she needs to help pay bills. She was paying bills in Chicago. Why can't she pay bills? And I didn't think of it like that. I just thought the whole total, I'm going to take care of her. No. So we're able to pay bills. Right. I just don't have the things that I'm used to having. With the kids being grown, if I wanted to go shopping and buy me a new pair of boots, I can do so. Well, now I have to maybe go to Savers or something like that. If something comes up, a family wedding or something like that, I have to wear what I already have when I used to just go buy. You know, she gets food stamps, so we have to pretty much eat off of that. You know, eat off our food stamps. So yeah, I mean, as far as my livelihood, that has taken a big hit. You know, but I've gotten past that. The blessings come. I get blessings. The little blessing today, that's a blessing. You know, so lately these little blessings of God, seeing what I'm doing, I've been getting hit with a lot of nice blessings out of the blue, out of the sky. Yeah, and I'm like, hey, yay, you know. So, you know, with the kids being grown, and I'm ahead of myself on I have one, the youngest is 8 my granddaughter's 8 years old for Christmas. This is her here. This is my sunshine. And me and her are tight, as you can see. She comes over and helps me a lot on the weekend with Granny. And I shop for her probably back in August or September, so I don't have to do any Christmas shopping. Just decorate like crazy.
Okay. So are you going to have Thanksgiving here?
Yeah, so the family's going to be over here. Okay. We kind of do it early. It used to be a time where we got the music going, but, you know, you heard her tell, turn it down. You know, so we kind of know what to do now. They know to come over at a certain time and leave at a certain time. And it works out for everybody. Then they can go and do their thing, and we can settle her back down, you know. Yeah. So, yeah. And then we're going to do Christmas at my daughter's.
And do you do the same things at Thanksgiving that your mom did?
Everything.
Everything the same?
Everything. The food, everything. It is. My daughter, we were at her house last Thanksgiving. And she's picked up what Grandma and me. It was wonderful.
Can you tell me something that's really stand out for you in your mind
about the holidays, Thanksgiving
special?
Just the camaraderie, the laughter, the love, the joy, the excitement. You know, just having family together. You know, we're being thankful. You know, we are people of simple means, but big means. We have love. You know, and that goes a long way, and that's what's exciting. You know, I'm the funny one, so you know, you get music going, and I'm gonna become Prince for you and do a Prince dance. You know, so yeah, we kind of just live and have fun.
Like a Purple Rain dance?
Yeah, I do the whole thing, girl. I get the old plastic guitar and put the wig on, and kids just cracking up. Yeah. That's me entertaining, you know. And she was like that, too. Okay. She was like that, too. So just the laughter. All you hear is laughing. I mean, somebody will say, girl, all I can pass your window, all I can hear was laughter. That's a good thing. You know, we're not a family of heavy drinkers and fighting and all of that. And we have family members that are like that, but we kind of put them at a distance. Yeah, we'll go see them. That way, when they get started, we can pack up and leave.
Right.
You get it?
Yeah.
Instead of letting them mess up my house and act a fool, we go visit them for a few minutes, and at least they can say, well, you did come visit, but you guys haven't changed. You know, you still got to fight when you drink. We're gone. You know. So, yeah, and then Christmas, for me, I just light the house up, and it's festive. I'm hearty and happy, you know, and good meal. We love watching good movies and music shows and stuff like that. Just simple.
Can you tell me a favorite movie from Christmas?
Tyler Perry. Because Tyler Perry will have you just on your and It's a Wonderful Life. Unfortunately, the kids go, oh God, here we go. It's time to go home now. She's putting This Wonderful Life on. Yeah, I wake up with it and I'm going to bed with watching it. Yes, and my fiance, he likes it too. So yeah. Yeah, so we love movies and stuff like that. So yeah, okay. Just harmony, laughter. You know, it just goes so far.
Is she happy when everybody's?
She is. She's happy, and then she's confused because she's trying to figure everyone. Hey, Granny. Hey, Granny. Hey, Granny. Hey, Mama. Hey, Granny. Hey, Mama. And she's trying to decipher. But she knows my daughter more than she knows anybody. Huh. Stephanie. Stephanie. Okay, she's in her world right now. But my daughter Stephanie, I guess because me and Stephanie spent more time with her than any of the family members. You know, it wasn't a holiday that went by that we wasn't there. You know, and then when my son became a teenager, you know, you can't force them teenage boys. You don't want to.
Yeah.
I'll stay at home. Y'all go ahead. I'll be here when you get back. Yeah, I understood that though. I went through that phase. We all do when you're a teenager, but she was different. My daughter, she just said she loved her grandma cook all her favorite food. Grandma just give her money to go shopping for a pair of shoes, gym shoes. Because my mom lived a half a block from the shopping mall. So when we visit, my daughter knows she going home with some new clothes and some new shoes. So she enjoyed it, Right. And she was always there. So she knows my daughter. She knows my daughter. When my daughter come in, she'll look at her, Stephanie, and then my son say, who am I? She'll be like, She'll be my nieces, And then, Grandma, you don't know us? And she just be faking. I'll be like, she don't know me. Y'all better start coming around more. Because my daughter does come around more than anybody. Right. So what can I say? Yeah. And she has no children.
Okay.
My daughter, it's my son who has the 5 kids. Okay. Him and his wife. But my daughter has no kids at all. Yeah, that's why she's a teacher for 16 years.
Right. Is she a nurturing kind of person?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I look at her and she's such a nurturing disciplinary. But I like the way she disciplines, because like I said, when we got together for the balloon thing this Friday, my niece and nephew, my nephew's African American, and my daughter and my niece-in-law is white, and she just. It's the culture difference. Right. You can see that they have they flip over furniture, tear it up. All the other kids looking at them like, they actually doing this. I said, don't that tell y'all something if the kids looking at the kid doing that? Like, what's wrong with that child? And then she'll, scream for 15, 20 minutes, stop. And we all looking and the kids still don't stop, so yeah. Yeah, so it's like my daughter step in and, you need to take her home now. My daughter said you need to learn how to take care of your child. That's what you need to do. Yeah, because I waited a long time, and this just don't make no sense what they doing. They doing things that's just, they older, they 6 and 7, they know better. But they doing these things for whatever reason, like pouring water on the floor. What 6-year-old does that? And then take a foot and do. Okay, my daughter was on them. And she didn't touch him. I didn't hear what she was saying or doing, but she's experienced and educated at it, and they were sitting down. But when my daughter and them left, they looked to see that she was gone. They went right back to doing what he was terrorizing everybody. I said, wow, these kids. No, I ain't taking them home. Don't you want to take them home? Nope. I got enough for mama. I got my big baby already. I don't need no more. Your kids are just uncontrollable. I ain't never seen nobody flipping all around the house, hitting the wall, just bouncing all over the place. But when my daughter got to them, they were sitting there, yes, no, really, having a conversation. And as soon as my daughter left out that door, they went right back to doing what they was doing. So it's.
What grades does she teach?
4-year-olds.
Okay.
Yes, 4-year-olds. She gets them ready for, what do you call them, preschool?
Kindergarten.
Yeah, pre-kindergarten. She gets them ready for kindergarten. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're probably the worst.
Ooh, yes.
I'm just trying to make sure that I get through all the important stuff.
We've been over quite a bit, ain't we?
Yeah. So how did you come to know about the ADAW?
The who?
The Mary work?
Oh, through ADRC.
Okay.
Yeah, they told me about them. And then they help with resources once a year. They give me great resources that I pay for a caregiver. I can probably give me some good old respite time in, take a vacation. That's when I can take a vacation because they have funds. They do the Alzheimer's walk every year. And they allow that money out to us caregivers, which is a wonderful thing. It's been very helpful for me over the last 2 years.
How much is it, like $1,500?
$1,500. You got that right. I'm looking forward to January. Let's keep it real. I'm looking forward to January.
Yeah.
Seriously. I think it's wonderful. You know, it's a great, and they said it's because of the awareness of Alzheimer's, people are really putting money into it, you know, and it's great for us, you know. It goes to the caregiver, and I think that's the most wonderful thing, because I'm like, are you serious, mine? Just for you to do what you want to do.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's incredible.
In fact, I think it's 4,000 outside of Madison.
Yeah, they get mine for something.
Like that, isn't it?
Makes me mad when I found that out.
Oh, did you know about
Yeah, I just found out. I know someone that lives in Baraboo or somewhere, and they get $4,000. Yeah. They say, you get what? 15. Oh, girl.
Do you know why that is?
I don't understand.
I wonder if it's because there are more resources available here. Because I know
that could
up
be
in Wisconsin, northern Wisconsin, some of those counties, Barron County.
Yeah.
They don't have at home, what do you call them? Like adult
daycare. So that's why nursing homes. And the nursing homes, and they've even I remember a few, you know, I went through the list of Mary and them keeps me with a list of places for respite and all that. They have a lot of nursing homes that'll do respite. Oh, that's okay. I'm not going to even put her in. This is a home environment. I'm not going to take her out of a home environment and put her a week in a nursing home and just totally mess her head up. That's okay. Yeah. I mean, thanks, but no thanks. That's not a good mix there. Take her out of a home and put her in a home. And I mean a home. A nursing home. Nah. I don't think, and I think with her being used to, let me finish. Let me finish. She's getting sleepy too. You can see by her eyes. Let me give her that afternoon medicine too. Anything left in here? Yes. Let me see. Let me. Oh. Let it go. Let it go. Need medicine. 1 o'clock came to pass. I didn't even realize it.
How much? Oh.
Go ahead, keep talking.
That's okay.
I mean, I have all of the wonderful things that I need here. I get from Medline, and the state takes care of, like assistant for the bathroom, the rails for the toilet, pads, diapers, anything I need, you know. And then when I need things like put them in your mouth, keep them in your mouth. Put that back in there. Swallow. Drink all your water. Drink it up. Drink it all up. So any materials, anything I need for here,
right?
They make sure I get. They do.
And you don't. There's no copay or something.
No. They take care of it. Yeah. Yeah. And my landlord has been he's asked before if I needed a chairlift or anything like that. I said right now we good because she's still able to walk up and down the stairs. So I don't want to change anything and make her too dependent.
Right, absolutely, yeah.
That's why I won't ask for a wheelchair. I didn't ask for that because she'll get dependent, and then no. If I can still keep her as independent as I can, swallow for the pill. Swallow. Listen to me. You gotta swallow. Drink all that up. Drink all your water. Yeah. So I want to keep her as independent as I possibly can for as long as I can. You know, yeah. And like I said, she wears diapers, but that's a must. Because there's days when especially when her medicine wasn't working right, she was just peeing and digging in there, taking shit out. I'm like, what's that in your hand? Oh, no, it's shit.
I don't know how you do it. I mean, it's such incredible.
Thank you.
Incredible amount of work.
It really is. It is. It is. And there's times when you know, I'm just totally exasperated. You know, I just say I'm used to going to work every day. I'm used to a paycheck. You know, and then that depressed. I'm not going to even go there because it's the time of year now. The holidays are here, and I don't have money to go and shop and you know, spare. Yeah, drink the water. Yeah. Drink it all. You know, and it's as simple as that's when you got the little devil sitting there. All you do is put it in a nursing home. You can do what you want to do. No.
Well, it's interesting because if you put her in a nursing home, you wouldn't have to pay anything, right? Because Medicare or whatever is going to...
I think they would.
Yeah.
But then it's just the lifestyle that I don't like in a nursing home. I'm sorry. She doesn't deserve that. I'd rather her live in a home like I'm living. I can't stand the fact, if I'm here, and I'm right there near retirement, 62, you know what I mean? And I'm sitting at home just enjoying myself, and she's in a freaking nursing home, smelly nursing home. I mean, I'm just saying, she could be sitting here.
Right. But they aren't all bad.
They're not, right? But resource-wise, money-wise, talks. She would be in one of those ones that I do not like. They have some beautiful nursing homes here in Madison. Gorgeous, like a room like this where she lives. But money talks. The state ain't paying. We don't have that. That's for those folks with the money. She's going to be in somewhere like, Legacy Gardens. No, what's the one over there on Robertson Road? Some of the ones that's just, how can I say it?
Have you been to any of those? Can you tell me a little bit about it?
They're just depressing. They're so depressing. It's just so bland. It's like being in a hospital. It's those nursing homes, those rooms are like a hospital room. You got two people in there, and all you got is a bed, a little bitty table like that, a little TV, and they're both this close to each other, and that's it. It's not like a home. It doesn't feel like home. Then you got these nursing homes where I've been in, and there you open it up, and it looks like this. But that's money. You got to have money. So it is a difference. You got some money, you're going to live like... And then I would have her in one, because she'd be living like in her own apartment. But the nurses are outside the door. You see what I'm saying? In the regular, like Belmont, yeah, that's a perfect example. Belmont is not like that. When you walk in, it's a nursing home. You got 2 beds, 2 little tables, 2 hard chairs, and 2 little TVs on the wall. And it's stark white, and it's not family. I mean, you can put pictures, but it's not the same. She got the bell cheese. But then in these other ones I've been into, where you walk in, it's set up like this. These people got some money. Mm-hmm. So they...
Attic Angels and... What else? 4 Winds, I think.
Yeah, Oakwood or something like that. Yeah.
But the thing is, even with those higher end places, they're paying $8,000, $10,000
a month. A month, not a year. A month.
But they still can't be sure that they're getting
care.
Right.
And there's still issues.
Yeah.
So home is where it's at. And they should push for that as much as they can and offer some incentives to caregivers, especially if the state is saving all of this money. Right. Seriously.
Better incentives,
yeah, better incentives. Make it easier. Make us feel as loved and wanted and happy too. Don't make our job like I'm a warden. And she's a ward of my house. You lose everything. It should be something to go along with to make this, because they're still going to say $8,000 a month. If you even paid me, I'm not going to make but $1,500 a month. I'm just saying. And that's still $7,000 that's a lot of money. I've looked into it. There was a new one built over here at Tennessee Park. Is it Tennessee Park? Yeah. They have a new memory center, Alzheimer's place. Mm-hmm. And I had just, for the heck of it, just checked it out. And they had 2 separate parts. When she broke it down, she says, well, with your mom's Medicare, this is where she'll be. And if she had this income, this is where... I said, that don't make no sense. This is lavish, and this is bland. Just put them in there.
So you could see a stark difference.
You see a stark difference. Big time. Big time. money. I've even called some of these places when I first brought her here, especially after my sister billed and couldn't do it. I was ready to look into other alternatives because you're talking my livelihood, you're talking my job, you're talking my life. And just listening to when I told him what her pension was, she doesn't qualify. Yeah, she gets,
it was too much.
Her pension is what, $1,100 a month. I mean, that's not enough for those rooms. And even with Medicare and none, it's still not enough. You need some money. Then they gave me a list of the places that she probably would be, and I'm like, oh hell no, excuse my French. No, that's okay. I'll keep her. I went to visit these places, and I'm like, oh, no. Oh, my God. It's like a hospital. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they really don't feel like doing something, they restrain them. You know, they have restraints on them in the bed. You know, I'm like, oh, no. She don't need that. That'll kill her. You know, you're talking about slow death. She'll die of loneliness in one of them places. At least here she can sit around and still be at home. She's so at home. This is home for her. You know, let her sit in front of the TV like that. I mean, in that place, it wouldn't be. She in bed or sitting in a little hard chair. I don't want that.
Yeah. Have you looked into Badger Prairie? Because that is one place that I've heard good things about.
No, I've never even heard.
It's county owned, but it has a very forward-looking director.
I've never thought of that one.
I haven't visited it.
Me neither. Maybe I'll just have them send information. Badger Prairie. Badger Prairie. I'll just have them send me some information just to read up on them, because I pretty much read up on everybody, but not them. You know, yeah.
And it's only because they have a very, very enthusiastic and forward-looking director.
That makes a difference.
Yeah, that makes a huge difference.
It makes a big difference. You know, and I'm looking at even to be an advocate. I would like to use some of my time to get paid to talk to future caregivers that are looking to be a caregiver to Alzheimer's and come and be an advocate and come speak to them and talk to a team of them. CNAs, all these people. My experience as you know, as a caregiver for Alzheimer's dementia, what I can share with others, but at the same time, I can make some money.
Yeah, because I think a lot of these places are just like volunteer based.
They volunteer. They're volunteer. I don't want. It's enough volunteer for me. I need. Look at.
I think she's done with the class, right?
Oh boy, this is a crazy smile. I like that. What's that about?
She's seeing you all excited.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, she likes that. But yeah, you know, I mean, I have nothing against the volunteer here, volunteer there. But for my life, I would like to use some of that time and knowledge to be, financially, you know, to go speak at a group, you know, speak to a group of CNAs that are looking to go into Alzheimer's, to speak to a group of people who know so much about Alzheimer's but have never spent 24 hours, 72 hours, a whole week with an Alzheimer's patient for 24 hours. Let me talk to you. You know, let me tell you, you can do the medical aspect, but I'm actually living and breathing it. Let me share my experiences. I got a lot to share. You know, I mean, some caregivers, I can tell them, you need to go the other way, find another profession, because it's not for you. You can't beat them up. You can't get mad at them. It's going to be trying. Are you strong enough? You got to be strong. Not only that, you got to be strong-willed enough to not get sick. You can get sick. You know, so it's a lot entailed to it. It's a lot. We're going into early sundowning. I can tell. It's early.
Is that a bad thing?
Yeah.
Because then she'll wake up at night.
No. What happens is she just gets confused. Totally. She'll start doing confusing things, and that'll last for a couple hours until that medicine kicks in. See, that's what that medicine's gonna do. Mellow her out. See, she's changed since you've been here, since early this morning to now. See, now it's baby time. See, you see what I mean? Yeah, so that's okay. She got her babies now. See, I told you I got a regiment. I got it down.
So I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions and we'll leave. What do you think about, so as far as, I don't know what the government policies around healthcare and elder care are. And, of course, the recent Republican sort of moves to repeal Obamacare.
I'm afraid. I am really afraid of cuts and cutbacks that are going to happen. I just think that when seniors, if you spend... No one thinks about a senior citizen. Think about all from the time, a lot of them are born in 1906, all the way, like her, 1936. They spent all those years, and then they get to be 80, 81, 82, and there's nothing for them. They can't afford their medicine. They can't afford this or that. Why isn't it that when babies can get this, I'm going to be honest. You got newborn babies or babies that can get WIC and all these different things. You know what I mean? The free meds, free shots, free this, free family plan, free all. Why can't we all come together and say, when the elderly get a certain age, that they're well taken care of? They was a lot of them have from the time of 80. They have few years left. Why can't those few years be where they all are living? Why can't they have places for them to live where they don't have to have Section 8? Why can't they have all seniors pay a certain amount of rent? Have landlords have them pay a certain amount of rent, so they can live a little. I mean, when her pension, after she pays whatever she's got nothing, And another thing that happened with her is she had a life policy for years and years and years. Well, when she got sick, she forgot to pay it. She wasn't paying it. So what happened? It lapsed. So when she moved here at 80, she had to get a new policy, which means I'm paying a lot of money for her to have life insurance, but she has to have it. Provisions for different things.
Right. Did she have long-term health insurance or anything like that?
Through her job? Yeah. So I'm wondering, but she was a city employee, and Chicago is set up so different between the city and the state. She loses a lot being a city employee than if she worked for just a regular company or even a state employee. The city counties, for some reason, is so different that they lose out so much benefits that they can have because she was a city employee. And that's Chicago. Illinois, not Chicago. Illinois. Wisconsin is different. Now, if she worked here for the city in Wisconsin, she'd get so many benefits it would be coming out of her ear. But Illinois is a different story. And because she worked and earned her living in Illinois, even though she lives here, she wasn't working in Wisconsin. She got her pension in Illinois. So she loses. Isn't that something? Oh, I've done my homework and research. Thinking, hey, she's been a city employee. No, the city is totally different. Illinois' laws are different than Wisconsin. Illinois has nothing for seniors. She would have got lost in the shuffle in Illinois. They don't have the program and the resources that Wisconsin have.
But she can't use these.
She can use the resources in Wisconsin because she's a resident now.
Okay.
But she can't reap any benefits from being a city employee in Illinois. Okay. That's where she made her money at.
Okay. So how do you feel about it? I mean, the whole, how well we, support the older people or people
I never thought about it as much as I have now and doing my research now, because not only with her, I'm reaching those ages where I'm 62. It's going to affect me as well. And it is a shame that you have to get this age and get fearful.
Yes.
To get afraid. Yes. And I'm afraid. That's as far as I can go with it. It's scary.
And you've probably used up your nest egg.
Thank you. It's gone.
Because
it's gone.
You've been a caregiver.
Yes, it's totally gone. So where do you stand? It's scary.
How do you feel about things like universal health care, like Canadians have? Or
they seem to have it made. Why? Is it their... I don't know what it is, but we need to pay attention.
Yeah, they have higher taxes.
I've been watching PBS like crazy, Nova and all that. I mean, since I've been home, I'm more in tune with what's going on, and I'd be a Canadian any day. Good grief. They are well taken care of. Yeah. We are laxing. I mean, I don't know what our focus is on, but it's not there. And it's kind of scary with what's getting ready to go on now. I mean, nothing against Trump, but I'm a little fearful of this guy. I mean, I don't know where his mind is at, and I don't hear him talking about the seniors or nothing, and he's damn near senior himself if he's not, but he's a rich one.
No, I think all the money has been for many years. It's all going into wars, into
thank you.
Things that
overseas, that kind of stuff. ISIS and this and that, but nothing to take care of what's going on. Do you know right now it's such a high number of seniors now than it's ever been because we're into the baby boomers.
Yes, boomers.
I'm a baby boomer, 1955. There's nothing there for us to grasp or look forward to or say I'm going to be a happy senior. No, it's scary.
And 10 and 20 years from now,
what's going to be there? It's really scary. And sometimes if you hadn't brought it up, sometimes I put it in the back of my mind, but it's there every day. I mean, I'm living it. Here you are. I've worked over 45 years of my life, and I'm right here at 62, going on 63, and I can't see any further than that.
Yeah.
And it's scary. It really is. It's like you have no future. What is that? You work your age, you work, and you're looking forward. You don't even look forward to that anymore. It's just scary. Very, 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 very scary. I've never thought I'd ever feel like that because I'm not a fearful person. But what it is what it is. There's nothing to look forward to. You just don't know. And with what's going on, you just don't know what's going to happen. Yeah.
Do you feel like the community could do better? Like, I don't know, but
I think about that, but then again, they're limited with what they can do, of what's been giving them to do. It's not open like it used to be. I don't know what's happening. It's like it's becoming closed down. The community, they're concentrating on other things, and I mean, one good thing, the only thing I can say good about over here with the community is they're feeding the kids all day and every day. There's a van that goes around, and I tried one of the lunches just to see, and I stand in line for that. No, I'm just saying, that's a great community thing.
Is it a school lunch? I don't
know. No, it's through the river food pantry. Okay. Yeah, they have a couple vans that go all over the neighborhood on the north side.
And it's only for kids?
No, adults get it too. I actually was emptying the garbage. Was that a couple Saturdays ago? Yeah. And I says, wow, what's going on over there? They go, oh, girl, they got nice food. And I'm like, let me check that out. And I did. I mean, it was not cheap. It was real croissant with ham and cheese and very nice sandwich, chips, fruit. What else did they have? Nutri-Grain bar, juices, milk, a big plastic bag full. A nutritionist lunch, but a nutritionist lunch that will fill you up.
Right. Yeah.
And they do that all summer and weekends. Because school's back in, so now they do it on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. I think that's awesome. But There's a lot of seniors, I know they got Meals on Wheels, but you got a lot of seniors don't know nothing about Meals on Wheels or don't know how to call Meals on Wheels. It's up to the community to know who's in their community, who's in their neighborhood. I got my neighbor 2 doors down, Bo. He's Hmong, and he speaks very good broken English, but we've been neighbors for 17 years, and I hadn't seen him in a while, and I went knocked on his door. I was worried. Yeah. And he has Alzheimer's. So I told his daughter what to do, and now I see the Meals on Wheels bringing him his food, and he's getting his medicine now, delivered, because we get Willow Pharmacy delivers our medicine, and he's getting help now. He's been locked in that house, and I know him, I just didn't see him anymore, and I'm like, where's Bo? He does the yard, he used to give me his shears and hoe and all that stuff to dig up the yard and fix my yard up, and I just stopped seeing him for a year, and where's Bo? And I went and knocked on the door. But knowing your community. Yeah. These seniors in the community need help. We had another one who was diabetic, and he cried because he had to leave his place. But see, had he had the resources of the community, he would have been able to stay in his home. Now he's in a nursing home, and he's at the worst one in the world. I call Belmont horrible. That's over there on Robinson Road. That I don't like that. They are not qualified. They don't care. They standing outside when you walk through the door smoking cigarettes and stuff when I know they should be in there taking care of them residents, and he should never have lost his place. He ain't nobody take care of him. Well, why couldn't the money is costing him to be put in uprooted out of his apartment and put in one of them because he lost his foot to diabetes. But he could stay right in his home. And his son and daughter could have moved in he got grown grandkids like I do. And they would have moved in to take care of him. Now I ran into him. They said, my granddaddy not happy at the nursing home. I said, he at Belmont. No, he ain't happy there. I said, I can't stand that nursing home. It's just depressing. That's where my boyfriend's mother passed at. I don't like that place. It's just no love there.
How do you feel about the CNAs? I know their attitudes, right? Their salaries are just so low.
Yeah, I think so. I think their wages are too low for what they do. I really do. I understand, too, that a lot of them need to go to school. True. They just certified in a certificate way. But I tell them, I said, well, so if you love your job that much, this is what I tell them. Then why don't you go on and sign up and go to Madison MATC, go to St. Mary's Nursing, go somewhere and become an LPN. Get the degree behind you. Stop sitting with the CNA. You settling for that. But I find out the majority of those CNAs were welfare recipients. When they cut welfare out, that was the only thing they can go take a 2-week course and get a job. See, a lot of people don't know the truth. CNAs became CNAs because they were on welfare. They cut that welfare out. They couldn't go they wasn't educated. A lot of them don't have high school diplomas. So a lot of them need to go back to school. And a lot of them with what they making, sure, but their certification is just a 2-week certification. Take it further and ask for some more money.
Right now there is a push in the legislation, and I think they voted for it. Used to be CNAs had to get 120 hours of training. Now they've reduced it to 75 hours.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? And how easy is that? That's 2 weeks. Yeah.
But they've even reduced it even further.
Oh, reduce it even further, yeah. But I really think if they're looking for the bucks, then they should go and advance themselves in school. I'm just sorry. You just can't expect to have a title and get the money to go with the title. LPN, RN, whatever, they get the money because they what?
Yeah.
They went where?
They have the training.
They went to school.
Yeah.
I rest my case.
Right.
Seriously. I'm not a CNA. I'm a caregiver. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying CNAs, and I tell them that. I says, who are you mad at? You have to understand. You can't, some of you never had jobs before. This is your first job. You can't expect to go running in there making $15 an hour. You got to work your way to that. I mean, you got to have more than just that little 75-hour training or that 2-week certificate that you get. You got to go back to school and take that CNA a step higher. What else are you doing? So why wouldn't you? And any of the hospitals or nursing homes pay you to go to school.
Oh, they would?
Yeah. Because it goes with the job. It's a difference. You know, and if you're working at a grocery store or something like these are healthcare, nursing aides. They help them to get through school. Allot them to make money to go to school. They pay them to go further. The state will push them to go further.
They don't dedicate themselves.
They don't dedicate themselves for the cause. That's why a lot of them don't make good CNAs, because they're actually not in those nursing homes really trying to be a dedicated. They in it for the paycheck.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of abuse and misuse and neglect.
Right, and it all percolates down.
And it all percolates, yes, see?
Rather, not down, but up.
Up. It goes up.
Yeah.
That's just the truth.
Yeah. So do you know about, like, public policy things, what's happening in the legislature?
Not a lot, no.
Just
a lot. Right,
yeah.
Exactly. I get mine through emails. I get mine through, with me being involved in a lot of things. Like I get reports from ADRC, Alzheimer's Association may send me some, CARE Wisconsin may send me some information. That's how I get informed, and then I'll go and research. That's how I get my information. But I'd say after I do this is nothing I would do again. I'd go back to my profession. Seriously.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be real.
Yeah.
This is love.
Yeah.
This is not a job that, that's why I said I would love to be an advocate on caregiving, not CNAs, on caregiving. Where's your heart in this? You can lose more than you think you're giving.
Yeah.
I don't get that $1,800 paycheck every 2 weeks anymore. And that hurts. But I just keep going.
Yeah, you're incredible.
I appreciate it. I mean, hey, you got your baby over there?
We're getting ready to take it home.
You gonna take her home? You gonna take her home?
No, I see. I think this.
Huh? Now she home. You took her dress off? Ooh, you took the baby's dress off. She had a dress on.
She needed a change.
She needed a change. You had to change your baby? I see a little navel there. And that was my daughter's Cabbage Patch doll from when she was little. And then the other doll was my 8-year-old granddaughter's. All right, sit back. I'm going to turn the volume up a little bit and let you lay back.